Yo, what is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 gameplay video. Hey, in this video, I'm going to be chatting about the Austringer. Austringer, I don't know. I've never heard the word before this gun came out, so how to pronounce it, I'm just guessing. Is it as good as everyone says it is? Is it, like, the best hand cannon in the game, right? Yeah, I see lots of claims about it being the best hand cannon. And I think the answer to that question does also depend a little bit on your platform, because they do play a little differently between console and PC. So I'll let you know from the get-go that I'm approaching this from the perspective of a console player in PvP. So let's start with the good, and then we'll get to the drawbacks about the gun. So the good, it has phenomenal range if you tailor make it, you know, for range. You can see my role here. I got the rangefinder, I got the accurized rounds, I got the Eye of the Storm, I got the range masterwork, you know. So it's just range upon range upon range upon range. And in Destiny, range equals accuracy. The you know, the size of your cone, right, your bloom, so to speak, your cone of accuracy gets tighter the higher your range stat, right? So there's less, you know, room for deviation from the path that you want your bullet to take when you pull the trigger. So range equals accuracy. You can tailor make this thing to have an absolute crap ton of range for a hand cannon, and that leads to this gun being one of the most consistent in terms of hit registration, one of the most consistent hand cannons in the game. It is very consistent. In fact, that in conjunction with the fact that the recoil is very manageable for a 140, because you and I both know 140s tend to suck in the recoil department. You know, just have weird, crazy recoil, especially on consoles. It's bizarro. I don't like it. Makes it difficult to, you know, really pull the trigger or take shots at the maximum potential rate of fire and be able to land them consistently. So between the recoil and the range stat leading to consistent hit registration, I think it makes it the best in class for 140s. I think this is, in my opinion, it's best in class for 140s in the game right now. So you know, and the fact that you can tailor make it to your liking makes it even better. So that's the good. That's the good news. This gun is so good for a 140. Best in class. Very consistent. The bad. You know, 180s and 150s still kill faster. So 180s and 150s can kill a target faster than this thing can, you know? I'm talking... I'll give you my list of top 5 hand cannons here in a minute. But... The bottom line is that for me, in terms of overall lethality in the Crucible, this is number 5 in my top 5 hand cannons. And there's 4 that I think are better in the game. They're better, more consistent, you know, in the hands of a skilled player at least, more consistently lethal than this one is. One of the biggest drawbacks is that it's still a 140, and that means it has to be 3 headshots. You know, it has to be 3 headshots in order to put somebody down. And that's a big drawback, because at the rate of fire that it shoots, in my opinion, I think 140s need to be able to go 2 to the head, 1 to the body. Now, let me put that into perspective for you. In Destiny 1, this archetype of hand cannon was 1 to the head, 2 to the body, right? You only had to land 1 headshot out of your 3 bullets in order to get the kill. In Destiny 2, it's 3 headshots, right? Instead of 1 headshot, 2 bodies. Now it's all 3 have to be headshots if you want to put somebody down in 3 bullets with this archetype of hand cannon. I think we need to meet in the middle ground. I think 140s would be so much more usable, so much more consistent if you could go 2 to the head, 1 to the body. All right, I'm not saying let's go back to D1 where hand cannons were dominant from start to finish. But let's meet in the middle ground here. I think that this gun would definitely benefit, as well as all other 140 hand cannons, if they had the potential to go 2 to the head, 1 to the body. Right now, if you go 2 to the head, 1 to the body, the guy walks away with a sliver of health, and you're probably dead. Most people are not, in a straight-up 1v1 gunfight, you're usually not going to get to bullet 4 unless the other guy makes a mistake. You are, at that point, 100% reliant on the other person missing shots in order for you to win that gunfight. So it's got to be 3 to the head. So because of that, I do think that the 4 hand cannons that are better than this one include Not Forgotten, you know, 2 to the head, 1 to the body. You can't do that with this gun. You can't go 2 to the head, 1 to the body and get a kill. Not Forgotten is going to do it with no recoil, relatively speaking, and it's going to do it faster because it's a 180, not a 140. So it can be more forgiving of a hand cannon than this one is, and it shoots faster and has a lot less recoil. So Not Forgotten's better. You know, sort of going in conjunction with that is Luna's Howl, but not quite as much, but definitely Not Forgotten. The other 3 hand cannons I think are better than this one are The Last Word, a God-rolled service revolver, and a Thorn. You may be surprised to hear me say that. I think Thorn's a better hand cannon. I really do. It can kill faster. You know, 67 to the head, pop, pop, pop. They're done. If you do the math on that, you're looking at 201 damage. Target's going to fall. You even got the burn in there for a little bit of added pressure to the other player. Sort of this panic. Oh, I gotta land my shots. You know, when they get poisoned, they hit with that damage over time. And then after that, you know, you get your Soul Devour streaks going, and you can just start 2-tapping people. I think it's just a better gun. I really do. So I would say those are the 4 guns that are better than this one right now. Last Word, Service Revolver, Not Forgotten, and Thorn. And then this one is number 5. So is it everything everyone says it is? The Austringer. I think it's definitely best in class for 140s. It's a fantastic hand cannon. It has excellent consistency, excellent hit registration, very predictable and controllable recoil. But is it the best hand cannon in the game? No. You know, I don't know. I think 140s need some love. That's the bottom line for me. Do I suggest you get this gun? Do I recommend this gun? Absolutely. It's a fantastic hand cannon. Definitely get your hands on it. I've got a few hundred kills with this thing under my belt and counting over the last few days of using it. So definitely love it. It's a great hand cannon, especially for quick play. Use it. Who cares? Tailor make it to the way that you want it to be. Have some fun with it. So that's my assessment, guys. It's a great hand cannon. Is it the best? No. Feel free to let me know what you think in the comments section. Let me know what role you got, what you're working with, and how you like it. Thanks for watching the video. Hope to catch you in the Crucible.